In this video, we are going over some incredibly rare banknotes, and you're going to know what BP443 really means on your bill. Starting off with this first $5 bill from 1934. Now, it's important to know that 1928 was the first year of issue for small size paper money. Before 1928, we had what was called large size bills. Pretty cool, but more on that in a different video. Now, this is what we call a mule note. A mule note is where the back and the front plates that were printed don't go together. On the 1934 Federal Reserve note from Chicago, the way to tell if you have a mule is by looking at the back plate number. Now, if the back plate number is 1 millimeter tall, that means it's a 1934 A series back plate, while the front is a 1934, making this a mule. Now, if the back plate number was 0.66 millimeters tall, this would not be a mule, and the size of the back plate and the front plate number would be the same size. This $5 bill sold for $114. Now, this next one is a 1963 $1 bill graded by PMG at a 68. That is only 2 points away from the perfect grade of 70. This one also a mule, but the way to tell is by looking at the backplate number and seeing if it is lower than 689. If it is below 689, then you've got a mule worth some good money. This one sold for $384. $1,920 for this 1963 $1 mule note graded by PMG at a 67 EPQ, and this one does have the backplate number 443. So if you didn't know already, BP 443 stands for backplate number 443. Now, the interesting thing about this specific note is that mule notes for this bill were actually from old printing plates from the 1957 silver certificate era, reused for the new 1963 Federal Reserve printings. If the BP is below 1153, then you've got a mule note. And once again, this one sold for $1,920. All right, up next we got a 1934 $10 mule note. Once again, this is all going to come down to the specific range of your backplate number, and this is also a star note. So star notes are essentially produced to replace damaged or error bills that happen during the printing process. This is a pretty rare note, and it sold for $2,040. $3,360 for this $5 1934 mule note. This one got graded by PMG at a 68 EPQ. That's an incredibly high grade. Now, if you didn't know how to get that high of a grade, what you're going to want to do is look for any folds on your bill. If your bill has any folds, that means it's automatically going to be of the grade 58 or lower. If your bill has no folds on it, the next step you want to look for is the centering, how well centered the margins are all around your bill. The better the centering, the higher grade you can achieve. This one, once again, being a mule note because of the backplate number, this one sold for $3,360. If you want to know how much your bills are worth, check out the Coin Value Club down below. That's schoolwithak.com/coin. See you guys in the next one.